Unlocking the power of AWS S3 with AWS S3 LS, a comprehensive guide. This podcast is brought to you by Business Compass LLC. We are an Amazon Web Services advanced consulting partner. We build and migrate workloads to Amazon Cloud. Our website is businesscompassllc.com. Our phone number is 973-638-2228. Our email address is contact@businesscompassllc.us. Amazon S3, Simple Storage Service, is a cornerstone of AWS, providing scalable object storage for many use cases. One of the most fundamental tools for navigating and managing S3 is the AWS S3 LS command. This podcast will cover everything you need to know about this command, from primary usage to advanced techniques, ensuring you can efficiently manage your S3 buckets and their contents. Understanding the basics of AWS S3 LS. The AWS S3 LS command is the starting point for listing the contents of an S3 bucket or a specific path within a bucket. This command lets you quickly view files and folders, helping you manage and audit your S3 storage. Basic syntax. AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /. This command will list all objects in the specified bucket or directory. Exploring advanced usage and options of AWS S3 LS. Beyond the basics, AWS S3 LS offers various options that allow for more detailed and customized views of your bucket contents. These include recursive listing, human-readable sizes, and summarization of bucket contents. Recursive listing with recursive. The recursive flag allows you to list all files and directories within a bucket recursively. This is particularly useful for deeply nested directories. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /recursive. Human-readable sizes with human-readable. By default, AWS S3 LS displays file sizes in bytes. Adding the human-readable flag converts these sizes into more readable formats, KB, MB, GB. Example: AWS S3 LS S3:/ your bucket name /human-readable. Summarizing bucket contents with summarize. The summarize flag summarizes the total number of files and the aggregate size of all objects listed. This is particularly useful for quickly assessing the storage usage within a bucket. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /summarize. Tips and best practices for using AWS S3 LS. Mastering AWS S3 LS involves understanding how to leverage its various options effectively. Below are some tips and best practices. Utilizing wildcards for efficient searching. Wildcards allow you to filter results based on patterns, making it easier to locate specific files. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /log. Limiting results for clarity. Limiting results can improve readability if you're dealing with large buckets. Unfortunately, AWS S3 LS doesn't have a built-in limit flag, but you can pipe the output to the head command in Linux. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /head in10. Combining flags for customized views. You can combine multiple flags to tailor the output to your needs. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /recursive human-readable summarize. Common pitfalls and how to avoid them. Even experienced users can encounter issues with AWS S3 LS. Here are some common pitfalls and their solutions. Permission errors and their solutions. Ensure the IAM user or role executing the command has the necessary S3 list bucket permissions. Handling large outputs effectively. Large outputs can be overwhelming. Consider piping the output to a file or using filters to manage the data better. Example: AWS S3 LSS 3:/ your bucket name /recursive greater than output.txt. Debugging with AWS CLI logging features. For troubleshooting, use the debug flag to enable detailed logging, which can help you understand what's happening under the hood. Example: AWS S3 LSS3 : your bucket name /debug. Integrating AWS S3 LS with other AWS services. The AWS S3 LS command can be integrated with other AWS services to automate tasks, monitor activities, and analyze data. Automating tasks with AWS Lambda. Use AWS S3 LS in a Lambda function to automate tasks like cleaning up old files or triggering alerts. Monitoring with AWS CloudWatch. You can set up CloudWatch alarms based on the output of AWS S3 LS, such as monitoring bucket size or object count. Analyzing data with AWS Athena. Leverage AWS Athena to analyze the output of AWS S3 LS by exporting the data to a CSV file and querying it in Athena. Example: AWS S3 LS S3 : your bucket name /recursive human readable greater than S3_list.csv. Enhancing workflow with external tools. Integrate AWS S3 LS with external tools like Jenkins or Terraform for C/CD pipelines or infrastructure management. Real-world applications of AWS S3 LS. Understanding how AWS S3 LS fits into real-world scenarios is crucial for leveraging its full potential. Daily data backup checks. Automate daily checks on backup files to ensure all necessary data is stored correctly. Website asset management. Efficiently manage and audit assets stored in S3 for websites or applications. Automating repetitive tasks. Automate repetitive tasks like generating reports or archiving old data using AWS S3 LS in scripts. Conclusion. Mastering the AWS S3 LS command is essential for efficient S3 management. Whether performing routine tasks or integrating them into larger workflows, understanding its capabilities will enhance your productivity and ensure better management of your S3 resources. Thank you for listening to our podcast. Please share this podcast, visit our website, and follow our social media links.